Hey guys, what's up? JK with PornReboot here, and today I'm going to talk about the reasons why you need a recovery coach. Do you feel sick and tired of the endless monotony of your life? Are you frustrated and just unsatisfied with the direction that things are headed, but you still believe that you could live a more satisfying life if you had the chance? Is there an area of your life that you struggle with, that you can't seem to shake no matter how hard you try? Like seriously, how many of you ride in your car and when a high energy song comes up, you begin to daydream about the awesome life that you could be living, and then you wonder like why your life is so shitty right now. How many of you do that? You're the kind of guy who wanted to find purpose in life, and then you wanted to follow it to the very end. But now you're stuck in a 9-to-5 job, which you're not satisfied with, and you're trying to figure out if your 401k will be enough for you to survive on when you're an old man full of regrets. Some of you don't even know how to pay next month's bills. You thought you'd have it all figured out by your mid-20s, but now you are not on track to be where you hoped you'd be, and you have no idea if you're even on the right path. Or, you dreamt of seeing the world with a gorgeous woman of your dreams by your side, but now all you get in life is 2 weeks vacation and an average girl whom you don't have the balls to leave because you're afraid that you can't do better. So you spend more time watching porn than having sex with her. So I guess the question is, what went wrong? You did the reasonable thing, you followed the right path, but how come your life sucks? Let's be honest about it. This is not a you problem, actually. It's a man problem. See, men today are no longer striving for greatness. Even though we live in the best time in history to achieve all our dreams, we're numbing our minds with porn, with video games, with TV, with social media, Netflix, whatever else technology has to offer us. In the meantime, did you know that men are 9 times more likely than women to be addicted to sex or pornography? Did you know that women initiate 70% of all divorces, leaving men devastated, leaving men broke, and leaving them completely at the mercy of a justice system which prioritizes women? Here's the interesting thing. With all these stats against men, right, you think that they would be reaching out for help. You think that we would be just reaching out for help and trying to get support. But no. See, men are far less likely to reach out for help and support than women. Women have numerous support communities online and in real life, which help them overcome addictions, abusive relationships. Let me make one thing clear. Having a recovery coach or a mentor, having help, does not imply that you are a weakling or that you are not capable of doing something for yourself. Instead, recovery coaching and mentorship allows you to grow faster by taking advantage of the experience and the point of view of a person who is already where you want to be. See, a person with training and a background in addiction recovery who will hold you accountable, who will call you out on your bullshit and give you the straight truth without sugarcoating it. Someone who is not afraid to offend you and cares more about your success than your feelings. Now, if you think that you can make it not just past your porn addiction, but move on to greater things in your life without help, without some sort of mentorship, you're fighting a losing battle because no one does this on their own. Show me a self-made man. Show me a man who has successfully recovered from his addiction, and I'll show you a mentor. I will show you someone hiding somewhere within his self-made story that helped him out. If you aspire to a great life, you're going to need help getting there. And more than any time in history, men need mentors to guide them towards achieving greatness in life, in relationships, and in business. So here's why a recovery coach is so useful and necessary to you today. The first reason is serious accountability. See, anyone can tell a therapist that they will do something, then not do it. It's an entirely different story with a strong masculine mentor and recovery coach. It's about being a man. See, you develop a bond based on mutual respect with the mentor. Men keep their word, especially to other men whom they respect. The greatest shame you will feel is when you've let another man who trusts you down. Many men have formed this habit of casually not keeping their word. I don't know what's up with that. They have no idea what masculine accountability is. Being around strong men who demand accountability is a requirement to grow as a man. When you have a masculine mentor keeping you accountable, you're not a weak person. You're a smart man for investing in yourself with a man who will help you become your greatest self. You know what weakness is? Weakness is shying away from help because you think it makes you look like a pussy. True strength in any form is always based on asking for help when it's needed. The second reason is that you need a person who doesn't just listen to you. Listening is fantastic, but you need somebody who challenges you to step up. See, a good recovery coach will call you on your bullshit before your story even begins. Now, counselors, therapists, they are fantastic, but they do three things. They'll listen to you. Amazing, all right? They might give you a prescription for a drug. I'm not a fan of that. Or they might work with you in a group with other men and encourage you to share your feelings. And these are all fine. But a lot of men have therapists, even though deep down they know that they aren't accomplishing anything. All they have is a lot of time to unload their guilt to someone who will listen, then they go right back to the behavior that's destroying their lives. Come on, you can bullshit your therapist, and the reality is that you actually like doing that. It takes away responsibility from you, and you feel like you're doing something. But with a recovery coach, with a mentor, you have to step up. With a counselor or with a psychologist, you can keep acting like a little child and manipulating them, and they'll let you get away with it. A recovery coach, a mentor, will tell you, listen, man, I see your challenge. And instead of dwelling on the past, you know what, let's move forward and grow with this challenge, all right? Now, I've been where you are. I feel your pain. I overcame this very issue without sitting on a therapist's couch for years or taking medication or spending a fortune. A recovery coach listens to you deeply, but beyond your words, okay? Now, he speaks the truth and is only concerned with actions that get you specific results that lead to growth. So during this process, you're going to discover that overcoming all the challenges you faced in the past are the very things that make you a strong, complete man. A recovery coach will not allow you to run or hide from your challenges. He will guide you towards battling them face to face, all right? And in that process, you're going to grow in strength and resilience. And it certainly won't be easy, okay? But it will be worth it. The third reason is that when you're talking about dating and sex and porn and relationships and women with your friends and family, man, this is always a failing move, If you're aiming to overcome your porn addiction and create great relationships with women, relationships that are bursting with deep intimacy and connection, your friend who's been in a relationship and is now engaged to marry his high school sweetheart is not the best person to go to. Or your friend who's been, a natural player with women from day one and has no idea how he does it, and all the women love him, that's not a great person to help you. And your female friends can only tell you to, just be yourself, and the right woman will show up. But you know that your relationships with women is nowhere close to where you wish it to be. Even with your partner, it's not where it's at, or it could be, all right? A good mentor will start from the inside. He will teach you that being accepted by women, being attracted to the women that you deserve, begins with loving yourself. It begins with developing a healthy self-esteem. After that, you'll know for the first time the exact sort of woman that you desire. He'll coach you into finding out where this woman hangs out, what she enjoys, and the specific aspects of your personality and lifestyle that she finds attractive. Now, many men can picture their ideal woman, but they're simply searching for her in the wrong places. And once you've overcome your porn and masturbation addiction, this is one thing a recovery coach will help you focus on. The fourth is if you did not have strong masculine role models while growing up. Now, perhaps you grew up without a father, or more likely you grew up with a father who wasn't emotionally present for you. Maybe your father was a great man and he did his very best and he gave all he knew how to give. Maybe you struggle with dealing with conflicts and you always try to avoid them because you don't want any problems. Or maybe you have no idea what to do when an attractive woman is in front of you because you spent most of your experience with women is just masturbating. Or maybe you're a submissive nice guy who always finds himself seeking men and women's approval. All right. You might also be that super driven alpha male. You're always hustling, always struggling to validate yourself through your hard work, through your finances, through your career achievement, nice cars, brand names, women, but you're just trying to mask your deep-seated pain, Or maybe you've even been described as feminine, and there's nothing wrong with that. The masculine must eventually balance it out. A masculine mentor will take your masculinity to the next level or the next several levels. He'll demonstrate, he won't tell you, it's always action, the healthy way to be authentic, to be respected without compromising your values. The fifth is, if you're a guy who, when you're around women, your masculinity gets subdued. And this is happening today a lot because everywhere women are asking, they're wondering, where are all the real men? But the real men are out there, they just don't know how to bring out their masculinity. Now, to you, as somebody who's struggling with porn, women have become mere objects to be conquered sexually. So every time you're in the presence of an attractive woman, you're sexualizing her. You're wondering what she looks like naked or what it would be like to have sex with her. And the more attractive she is, the higher on a pedestal you place her. So women know this, all right? And as a result, they emasculate you and they treat you like a kid. So you have only yourself to blame for this behavior as a result. A recovery coach will not only show you how to maintain your masculinity with women, but how to magnify it so there's no doubt in her mind that she is in the presence of a real man. The sixth reason is if you have no purpose. When was the last time that you actually asked yourself, you looked yourself in the mirror and you asked, who the fuck am I? What do I truly want for my life? You work for someone else whom you don't like and who dictates your hours and even your finances, or you still live with your parents, or you're in a relationship where your boundaries are crossed all the time. You drink, you watch porn, you smoke weed, you browse Facebook and Instagram, you're watching sports to numb your pain, and you have no idea who you are. You buy houses, cars, clothes, electronics, gadgets, all these things to make you feel good. And then 2 weeks later, that new device isn't making you happy as it did initially. It's just another object. Listen, you're a man, okay? Men need a mission. Men need something to conquer, something greater than them. And the recovery coach ignites the fire that died within you. He guides you towards your unique mission, one that you're willing to give your heart and soul to. Don't give your heart and soul and your mission to a mission on a video game. That's what a lot of men are doing, okay? The seventh is emotional freedom. See, men are conditioned to keep their emotions bottled up. We say that crying is for little bitches. Showing emotion is seen as weakness. But the reality is that true strength in a man comes from vulnerability. But listen up here on vulnerability. Keeping your emotions deep inside you only causes pain, and it eventually leads to you releasing it in unhealthy ways. Men process emotions differently from women. A recovery coach or mentor does not fear emotions, neither his nor yours, and he's going to teach you how to handle emotions in a masculine way. The eighth reason is if you've been going through your life without close male friends. Now, close male friends are not your boys that you go and drink with. These are real men who are supportive of you. Men are afraid to approach other men and tell them that they have a fear or a problem because they're afraid that they're going to be told to shut up and they're going to be told to man up. I guarantee you that any man who cannot connect with other men is a sad, sometimes depressed, and most definitely a lonely man. As a human being, you have a need for connection. Without it, you're incomplete and you wither away. Men are literally killing themselves because they have no outlet. No one talks about it because society does not care to broadcast the statistics of men who take their lives. That's why you are sitting alone in your room with your escalating porn addiction, your loneliness, your shame, your guilt, and your lack of self-confidence. That's why the male suicide rate, the domestic violence, and sexual assault rates are at an all-time high, and you're never going to hear of it. I always say that no one is coming. No one is coming to save you, and men are dying because of that. Where are other men that you can share your truth with? Where are other men you can talk to? Do you have men who will listen to you and not judge you and not laugh at you? Your close male friends are often the only people that you can count on. Yes, even after your family, your spouse, and even your children have deserted you, your close masculine male friends will be the only ones standing by your side in brotherhood. This is such a powerful fact, yet many men neglect this important part of their life. The ninth reason why you need a recovery coach is if you believe that strength means being a lone wolf. What makes you a man is not your ability to figure life out on your own, but instead seeking the help and companionship of others on your journey. So many men stay hooked on porn because they feel that they can figure it out on their own. You can't. Our egos cause us to spend time, money, and incredible amounts of energy trying to make it on our own because we are afraid of looking weak in the eyes of other men. Issues that could be solved in moments by seeking the help of someone more experienced go on for years unsolved as you scour the internet with your credit card in hand, searching for this magic pill that will solve your problem. There is nothing in the world that another masculine experienced man somewhere doesn't already know. This is why in ancient times there were masters and disciples. There were craftsmen and apprentices. When men were men, they knew that they had to learn from one another, from those who had gone before them. But these days, Google is most men's recovery coach and mentor. When you seek help from a mentor, you're not weak. Your mentor will not judge you or make fun of you. Instead, you gain another man who's serving out his purpose, which is getting you back in touch with your true masculinity, your true power. The 10th reason why you need a recovery coach is if you're no longer giving life your all we have is this one life, and all we do is we're looking at what other people are doing and trying to keep up. At one point, maybe you did go all out. Now you're comfortable. You're playing small. Maybe you're waiting for the benefits of not masturbating to kick in. Maybe you're waiting to quit porn. When you are going all out and playing the game of life for real, guess what? Life plays back. Life charges up the masculinity in you. You find yourself getting respect from other men, becoming less tolerant of living with your addictions. You get more attraction from women, and most importantly, you respect yourself. Now, finally, you may not know this, but there are recovery coaches. There are mentors out there who live to support men. Recovery coaches lead men to their authentic selves and empower them to experience freedom, to experience love, to experience fulfillment in your relationships, in your sexual life, in your business, all aspects of your life. Recovery coaches keep you in integrity. They make you a man who loves women vulnerably, shamelessly, in a masculine way. They help you regain and maintain that fighting spirit that is every man's genetic right. They unleash the true masculine man within you. So you have two options. This can just be another video to you. You can lie to yourself and tell yourself that, this is just one more motivational, rah-rah, feel-good bullshit. Or you can take the difficult path. You can put your ego aside and you can ask for the support you need to become the man you really are. Yes, it's scary. It's scary to go all out, to decide to make something of our lives. But it's not a journey that you have to take alone. There are men out in the world, like I've said, who will help you achieve your greatness. So are you ready to become the greatest man you are capable of becoming? It isn't too late to gain control of your out of control sexual behavior, of your bad habits. It isn't too late to become the hero, to become the movie star of your own life. Now, personally, I will tell you, from JK to you, that there is nothing you've experienced when it comes to porn addiction that I haven't. So don't feel any shame or hesitation about finding out if you need a mentor. To get on a free, confidential recovery coaching call with me, visit the link in the description below. And I just want to tell you this, please do not put in an application if you're not 100% ready to transform your life. I'm JK, your brother in this struggle, and I wish you all the best in your recovery from your porn addiction. If you found this helpful, share it with a few other men, and don't forget to subscribe. I release 2 videos every week. Have an awesome day.